The good, the bad, and the fatty. Where we go so wrong with fats. Fat is an important macronutrient and carries a large responsibility with it. Fat is an important macronutrient and carries a large responsibility with it. When fat is consumed with our meals, it acts as a buffer. It buffs against insulin from spiking, and insulin spikes when we consume carbohydrate and protein, especially if they have been refined, such as sugar and whey protein, for example. Where we go so wrong is that the past 2 generations have been taught to dislike fat or not to include fats into our diets. Instead, we eat large amounts of carbs, and you can refer to the shopping for options sections, which only helps us to store fat due to the rise in insulin, and insulin peaks when the body is converting carbs into simple sugar or glycogen. So guys, when we consume carbohydrate, our body can only deal in one currency, if you like, and that currency is called glycogen. So whether we eat bread or we have sugar in our tea and coffee, or whether we eat a banana, if it's a carbohydrate-based nutritional intake, it will be turned into glycogen. However, if our glycogen is spiked too high and we're consuming too much carbohydrate at any given time, it will also spike our insulin. Our insulin is designed to be able to suppress the spike in the glycogen. So when we're having more glycogen, our insulin will also spike along with it as a response. And then what happens is that our insulin will then try to dip down or lower that amount of glycogen in the body at that time. Fat oxidation is when the body burns fat as a source of energy instead of purely using glycogen or carbohydrate as the main source of energy. This is a great way to use your fat reserves, but it's implemented when you eat fat through your dietary intake.